Security is one of the key elements that defines a data center. NGD takes security very seriously. We have adopted a number of best practices in securing the data center based on a series of government recommendations. Our security is principled around a multi-layered approach, meaning that there are a number of solutions in place across all parts of the data center to keep your client data secure. So, let's have a look at the external security. The perimeter of the facility is secured using a military-grade fence which is 4 meters high. There's 1.6 kilometers of the fence protecting the facility, and this is enhanced further by a network of CCTV cameras operating on both a fixed and pan, tilt and zoom basis. We also use digital analytics to set tripwires across the fence lines to give us early warning of anything approaching the perimeter. With a standalone gatehouse, 24/7 in-house guard force, double airlock gates for access and egress, multiple security checkpoints and strict access procedures and policies, your clients are well on the way to securing their mission-critical assets. The data center is 30 meters from the road. The building fabric is protected by 5-ton ram raid boulders. A separate in-house guard force are in operation to manage physical and logical security. This is inside the data center. All doors are access controlled. There are CCTV cameras in operation throughout the data center, which are streaming back to central security and monitored around the clock. The data centers are protected by multi-skinned or reinforced concrete walls. Each data center has a baseline security standard and logical device control, but where necessary, we can also enhance the security to meet the client requirement. This can be additional caged environments, biometric control, or even a standalone data center. The world in which we live in is changing, and sometimes not for the better. When choosing a data center, you should always conduct a risk analysis. This risk analysis should be comprehensive and take into account aspects such as flood risk. Is the data center in an area deemed to be at risk of flooding? Flight paths. Is the data center on a designated Civil Aviation Authority flight path? Local infrastructure. Is the data center directly next to a main road or railway line? What other companies are in the locale? Where is the data center located? Is it an area deemed to be at risk of terrorist attack? Is the data center of sufficient construction to withstand a natural disaster? Examples of this are severe storm, hurricane, or even heavy snow. And in all these types of events, how sustainable is the service being offered? At NGD, we have a building that is constructed to US federal standards and is earthquake-proof and tornado-proof. We're not on a floodplain and in an area of lowest possible risk of flooding. We're not on a flight path. And whilst we're close enough to transport links for them to be advantageous, they're not so close that they pose a threat to us. As for neighbours, we don't have many, but the ones we do have don't do anything that could be harmful to a data centre, and as an out-of-town data centre, we're not in an area deemed to be at risk of terrorism.